welcome to another live class. This is a warm-up class where we're gonna see how you can earn more money by speaking Portuguese. How to learn Portuguese can help you to earn more money, to make more money in your life. It's important to say that this is a warm-up class that we're gonna do before we start our free course, Speak and Understand Portuguese. This free course will start on next Monday, so on December 7th. So you're gonna have pronunciation content and comprehension content to improve your listening, improve your to speak and be understood in Portuguese. So this course will start on Monday, okay? It's for free. Hi, it's for free, and it will be a really nice course. You're gonna receive materials and challenges to make during the course, okay? So participate for free. If you're not subscribed, join the link in my bio profile. This is one of the classes that we are doing before the course to give you more content, extra contents about Portuguese language, about things that will help you in your journey learning Portuguese. Okay, so the name for this class is How to Earn Money. So I'll give you some informations and some types, things that you can do today and in the next months to use your Portuguese to earn more money. I don't know if you are an employer, if you work for a company or if you have your own company, but even though it will help you, okay? All right, let me just call people on my WhatsApp group. Just a moment, please. Yeah, so here we go. Just a moment. Yeah. Hi, tudo bem, Sofia? Okay, so yeah. So before we start, I will show you some opportunities that you have regarding Portuguese and regarding Brazil. Many people have already possibilities to earn more money with Portuguese, but they don't know what are the possibilities you have, okay? They don't know how to use their knowledge to earn more and to use that in their own in their company, in the company they work, okay? So I will show you the opportunities we have with Portuguese and in the Brazilian market, okay? So probably, I don't know if you're an English speaker, a native English speaker, but if you are, that's okay. But if you are not, probably you needed to learn English to have professional opportunities, best professional opportunities. So the world is very globalized, and we use language to work with other countries. That's the truth. So if you speak English, you have already many opportunities. But I don't know if you know, but in Brazil, you have a huge market, and there are only 5% of Brazilians that speaks English. So it's a market that if you don't learn Portuguese, you will not be able to communicate with us, and you will not receive all the opportunities and use all the potential you have here, okay? So there are many nations that don't have English as the first language, and even though they have a huge internal market. So if you learn the language of these countries, you will have more conditions to succeed, okay? So English is important, but not all the nations speaks English, okay? There are also possibilities, and there's a need to learn Portuguese when you travel to Brazil. But in this live class, I will focus on professional reasons, okay? Professionals opportunities that you may find here, okay? So as I told you, we have about 5% of Brazilians that speaks English. So if you came to Brazil without speaking English, you are gonna find problems as a tourist. Imagine it as a professional, okay? So, and less than 1% of the population in Brazil consider themselves fluent. Yes, guys, I know it's a crazy number, but that's true. Okay, that's true. So if you wanna work with this, it's important to learn a little of Portuguese. Okay, so learning Portuguese is an investment that you may do. Okay, it's a professional and a personal investment. Why? Because Portuguese is the sixth language most spoken in the world. So we have a big number of speakers, of Portuguese speakers around the world. And in Brazil, I think only in Brazil we have more than 200 millions of people that speaks Portuguese. So it's a huge marketing and a huge opportunities that you have. Okay. If you have a company, you have many opportunities to work here and many possibilities to work with Brazilians and to sell to the Brazilian market. And if you don't have your own company, but if you work for a company, you can as well earn more money speaking Portuguese and helping Brazilians guys, okay? Brazilians customers. Okay, so the Brazilian market is the eighth bigger market that we have around the world. So it's an expanding economy, and because of this, it's a big player to international business. Okay. I received already some contents from many students who said that they started studying Portuguese and after that they received promotions in their jobs because of that. Okay, so it's a really nice opportunity that you have if you expand, if you dedicate your time of learning Portuguese. Okay, so you have we have opportunities here for foreigner professionals. So if you're a professional, if you want to work here, we have many places to work, many opportunities for jobs. And if you are an entrepreneur, I have problem to pronounce this, but if you are an entrepreneur as well, okay? So that's it. Have you already worked, guys? Do you have experience with professional experience in Brazil? Have you already worked with Brazilians? Let me know in the comments, okay? If you know someone who works with I don't know, in a Brazilian company, or if their company works with in Brazil, etc. Okay, so let me know in the comments, please. Yeah, so you probably speak English and you speak your own language. I don't know if your first language is English or not, but you also have an opportunity here teaching languages. Okay? Yeah, we'll have some comments. Now it's my first visit, okay? I want to talk with you in video call. Okay, yeah. All right. So if you want to teach Portuguese, if you want to teach English for Brazilians, you have a huge opportunity, a huge market, because there are many Brazilians studying English like me, and people who don't study but would like to study with natives. Okay, and not only English. There are also opportunities for other languages. Okay, so we have 5% of Brazilians who speaks English, and much less people who speaks a third language. Okay, so if you are not native speakers of English but you speak other language, you will find opportunities here as a teacher. Okay, with a business teaching business. Você recomenda, do you recommend certificado para ensinar inglês no Brasil? No, I don't. I don't, because people will see that if you have, I don't know, if you have know-how to teach, if you can communicate with Brazilians, this is important, and if you have a good didática, so it's better than any certificado. É muito melhor a sua experiência, ok? Alright. So, you probably have already, I don't know in which country, which company you work, but you probably have already opportunities to work with Brazilians who is outside Brazil, outside Brazil, okay? So there are many Brazilians around the world, Brazilians that are not in Brazil, they are in many different countries, and they have also the need to speak Portuguese with people, or to be helped in Portuguese in one service or in any problem they have. Okay, so doesn't matter the area you work. If you work, I don't know, with health, with sales, with education, with many things, you will find Brazilians outside Brazil in your country already. Okay, so the opportunities to earn money with Portuguese is not when you came to Brazil and work here. You can also do that in your own country, okay? That's it. So if you work in areas such as customer service, sales, communication, technology, you have a high demand. We have a high demand of professionals who speak Portuguese. You have already that in your own company. And there are also areas such as aviation and tourism sector. If you speak in a hotel or in an airport, of course, it's really nice if you learn Portuguese, because there are many Brazilians traveling around the world, and I don't know, they probably don't speak English, or they would be very happy to be helped in Portuguese. Okay, I don't know if Valentina is here, but Valentina is a Portuguese student. She learned Portuguese and she used it to work with aviation, and because of that, she started charging more for her job, because she was able to speak Portuguese with Brazilians. Okay, and she's from Russia, so it was really fine. Okay, so as you see, the possibilities you have, they are not restricted only to Brazil. They are not restricted only if you are in Brazil. Okay, in the Brazilian market. We have 9 countries that have Portuguese as the first language, as the official language. 9 countries around the world. Brazil, I consider the most important because you have the largest number of Portuguese speakers. No total, we have about 245 millions of Portuguese speakers around the world, and 200 are in Brazil. Okay, about 200 are from Brazil, are Brazilians. Okay, because of that, the Brazilian Portuguese is the most, not the most important, but the most common way, and the most common. It's easier to find the people who speak Brazilian Portuguese than Portuguese in general. Okay, other kinds of Portuguese. So you have in 4 continents countries that have Portuguese as the official language. So this is I don't know if this is not an opportunity. I don't know what is it. Okay, this is really nice for you guys. But Dani, I know already the importance of learning Portuguese, of learning a third language, or Portuguese as a second language. I see some opportunities in my job. I see opportunities in my area. I see that I know that Brazil is a huge marketplace where I can find a job, or where I can build my company. But how to charge more as a bilingual profession? How to charge more? How to show people that Portuguese is important, how to show my, I don't know, my boss that Portuguese is important, and I would charge more for my job. I would receive more for my job. How do I do that? So let's see right now. I will show you some, I don't know, some actions, some little actions that you can do in your life today already, if you speak a little of Portuguese, to start charging more for your job, okay? If you don't speak any Portuguese, you will be able to do that in a few months, okay? If you are starting doing that today, you will start learning Portuguese today. In a few months, of course, you will be able to apply what I'm gonna show you today, okay? How to use that, to use your Portuguese studies to earn more money in the company you work, in the place you are today, okay? So people think that they need to have a really nice level of Portuguese to, I don't know, to start using Portuguese in professional contests. But guys, it's not that. You don't need to have a high level of Portuguese. You don't need to be considered fluent. You don't need to have an advanced level to start using your Portuguese in your company, in the position you are today, okay? If you know the basic communication is already enough to help people with Portuguese, I don't know, to answer an email in Portuguese, to have a commercial relationship in Portuguese, and you will be able to receive more for that. You will be a better paid person, ok? Uma pessoa melhor remunerada por causa disso, ok? So this is the first point. Don't wait to have a high level to start using your Portuguese. If you speak with a Brazilian and if you say one phrase in Portuguese, if you if you try to help them in Portuguese, you will see that they will be already really happy, and your company will be possible to recognize that, okay? To recognize that you can help more customers, you can help customers better, okay? All right. So if you are a bilingual profession who speaks other languages, naturally you will receive more. You will be more valued. That's a natural process. However, you should emphasize that Portuguese is important. You need to show your boss, you need to show your company, you need to show who you are right now that Portuguese is important, that Portuguese has its importance in the world. How many speakers we have, how many possibilities you have with Brazilian customers and other Portuguese speakers customers, okay? So you need to show that. If your company don't recognize that, show them the results that they can reach using Portuguese and having people who speaks Portuguese in the company, okay? And consequently, they will pay more you if you are this guy, if you are this profession, okay? All right. So if you are not comfortable to say in your company today that you speak Portuguese, if you are not so comfortable with your level of Portuguese, if they don't recognize that Portuguese is important, that Portuguese is a differential, so we start with small actions, okay? Using your Portuguese in small contests, in small actions. So I don't know, if you need to talk with a Brazilian customer and you say oi instead of hi, it's already a little action that you can do to show little by little that the company, that it would be great for the company if they invest in your Portuguese, okay? So imagining you guys, if you are in a different country, imagine a Brazilian that is outside Brazil, or you, if you are out of your country and you find the people who speaks one phrase in your language with you, you would be so happy and so excited to be in this situation, okay? So if you work with customer service or if you work helping people directly, you can do this today, okay? Not only with Brazilian customers, but with Portuguese speakers customers, okay? All right. And you can also show the opportunities that Portuguese brings to the company, the opportunities that they have if they go to the Brazilian market, okay? And you can do it, you can start doing this today with internet, online. You don't need, I don't know, your company don't need to build another company here. They can do it online, okay? They can have commercial relationships in the Brazilian market today. They can start right now, okay? And you can also, just a moment. Yeah, you can also try to find multinational companies. I'm sure that in the country you live, you have some multinational countries and that operate in Brazil, that have some operations in Brazil. I will give you some examples only for you to have an idea. For example, big companies such as Bayer. I don't know if you pronounce like this outside Brazil, but here we pronounce Bayer, okay? And Bayer is a huge group of healthcare, and they are based here in Brazil. They are based in many different countries. So it's a huge multinational company, okay? So this is one of the example. We have others, for example, Volkswagen. I don't know how to pronounce it in other language, but here in Brazil we pronounce Volkswagen, okay? It's a company that produces cars, produce vehicles, okay? This is also a multinational. So as you see, we have many multinationals that we see already in our daily life. And if you work for one of them, or if you have the possibilities to have a job with them, so it would be great because they are based in Brazil. They have commercial relationships in Brazil, okay? There's also another example. I think this one is French, but it's a group company that it's French, but it has many other companies around the world. The name is Casino, or as we pronounce in Portuguese, Casino. This is a group that is the owner of Grupo Pão de Açúcar. It's the owner of Grupo Pão de Açúcar. It's an international company, a big international company with operations in Brazil through the Grupo Pão de Açúcar. Okay, so they are specialized in food business, okay? They have a big food business around the world, and it's also, I don't know if you work for them or for a company that is from them. You also have the opportunity to use your Portuguese, okay? To use that in your advantage. But I put these 3 examples for you here. But more important than mentioning big companies for you, to give you possibilities, to give you the name of companies and all of that, is to show you how to open your mind to these new possibilities, to this new vision, okay? To think outside the box, as we say in Portuguese, pensar fora da caixa, okay? So to think outside the box. So think in a big way and try to see in your life, try to see already what are the possibilities you have and what you can do today with your Portuguese. Or if you are studying Portuguese, if you don't have a comfort level with that, so think what I will do as soon as I learn Portuguese. If I start today, in 3 months, where I will be, what I will be able to do, okay? What will I be able to do with my Portuguese in 6 months and in 1 year? What can I do for my career in months if I start studying Portuguese today. Okay, so try to start to thinking about that. Portuguese is an investment. If you learn Portuguese today, all the investments you do, you will receive back. It will return for you back in a few months. Okay, I'm sure that's true. Only for you to have an example, there is an application here in Brazil, one startup, and its name is Chama. It's an application that you have, like Uber and all of that. It's a startup. And this startup was created by by a guy that's not Brazilian. They was traveling to Brazil here, and they saw the opportunity to create this. They saw that in the national distribution of gas, do you know gas that we use to cook? So we had some problems to distribute gas. So if you need a cylinder, I think like that we say. So if you need a cylinder of gas here, you will need to call and to wait some minutes or some hours, depends where you live, to wait for a truck to bring your home a cylinder of gas. It's like that here. We live like this. And this guy, they are Dutchmen from Holanda. So they are Dutchmen. He was traveling here in Brazil. He was traveling here and he saw this. Oh my God, in Brazil, so different to have a cylinder of gas. In many countries, we don't have cylinder like this. So he saw this, and he saw he had an opportunity to create a new thing here in Brazil. So they start to create this application. It's a startup, and now it's possible in many Brazilian cities to call a gas, to ask for a cylinder of gas in your own cell phone. So you don't need to wait for a truck to bring it to your house, to bring it to your home, okay? So it was one idea. He saw the opportunity and he used his own experience. He used one thing that he had in his own country to apply here in Brazil. So he applied this idea here in Brazil, and it's now a startup that works, okay? That works and that is increasing. So try to see, it's important for you to have in mind that Brazil, it's a country that is in development. It's an expensive, no, it's not that the word. How do I say spending? I think it's spending country, spending economy. It's not expensive, but spending. So it's a country that is in development. So probably you have things in your country that we don't have here. It's already an opportunity for you to create that here, okay? To bring that for us and to make money with that, okay? That is important, to have this mindset, to have the idea, to think, to see a reality and to think how I can use my knowledge, how I can use my Portuguese to see that in Brazil, to see this reality and to bring a solution or to create a new thing. Okay? So that's the point. All right. So you also have possibility to save money speaking Portuguese. You can earn more money speaking Portuguese. I give you some examples and some possibilities. And you can also save money. So you can save money in a trip, for example, in a trip. So in addition to the possibility to earning money with Portuguese, you have the possibilities of saving money. So imagine that you will travel to Brazil and we don't speak Portuguese. So first you are going to have some problems. That's the first point. And second point, that you will use tourist service for foreigner people. You will not speak Portuguese, so we will not be able to use. It will not be available for you the Brazilian service, the service that Brazilian use. So it means things less expensive. Okay, things less expensive. You know, if you are in a country and if you go to a tourism place, it will be more expensive sometimes. It happens in many places. So if you speak the language of the natives, it will be different for you. You will have the possibility to save money in your trip. Okay? You will have the possibilities to negotiate directly with natives. And like that, you can save money when you travel to Brazil. Okay? I know that many people have the idea of teaching English for Brazilians. This is one idea that I see that you have. Many of you have the idea of teaching English or teaching your language to Brazilian. Yes, this is a nice thing to do, and it's one thing that we don't need to create a business to do that. You can do as an extra money that you do in your life, that you make. Okay, so if you want to make extra money, you can do that today, teaching your language to Brazilians on the internet. Okay, through the internet. All right, guys, do you have questions? If you have, but let me know. Okay, put your questions here. I will try to read and to answer all of them. And I have some conclusions to do. Let me just find it here. Yeah, here. Okay, so Portuguese is an investment. As I told you, Portuguese is an investment that returns in a few months. Okay. Okay, let me try to help you with this question. Just a moment. Let me see if I find it. Portuguese links, Portuguese websites, things that you can use to find a job. Okay. Yeah, you have some possibilities, but Google is different. No, we use Google, guys. We use Google, yeah. But it's better if you, if you take your area, you look for your area, and you try to find companies that in your area that have, companies that have operations here in Brazil, and you try to find directly to them if they have jobs, okay? If they have opportunities for jobs. But if you, if you don't have any specific kind of area, if you want a job in general, a general job, I don't know if it exists, but you can find on Google, you can find with, try to find some Brazilian friends to ask for a direction, okay, to ask for some references, okay? All right, so Portuguese is an investment that returns for you in a few months. So if you, if you spend $100 with Portuguese classes or with Portuguese course, it will return back for you, okay? This is an investment that will return for you. So you have opportunities for great gains for those who work in a company. So if you work in a company, you are able to speak Portuguese, or you are studying Portuguese, you can use that already to earn more money and to have nicest opportunities in the place you work today, okay? And we have also opportunities for those who want to stay in their own country. So if you don't want to come to Brazil, you don't want to, I don't know, work in a Brazilian company, that's okay. In your own country already you have possibilities to work with Brazilians or to work in a company that have relationship or that would like to have relationship, commercial relationship with Brazil. Okay, so you can do it already. So you have possibilities for those who want to live here, to came here, to work here, and to live here in Brazil, and for those who want only to stay in their own country and find opportunities and find ways and think outside the box to find ways to earn more money with that. Okay, and the Portuguese is also an investment, and we also have opportunities for who start to think about creating a company, creating a business, okay, starting a business. So if you are an entrepreneur, empreendedor, this is a word that I have difficult to pronounce. But if you have your own business, let's say like this: if you have your own business, you also have many opportunities in Brazil, in Brazilian marketing, and that's it. Okay. So, as I don't know if you have already came to Brazil, but as soon as coronavirus finish, and as soon as you will be available to came here and to visit Brazil. Look to the opportunities you see here, guys. Stay tuned to see how many opportunities you have and how many opportunities you can see in your trip. Okay, so imagine that you can create the next application, the next startup that we will be using here. Okay, like the guy who created the application I told you, the application Chama. Okay, all right, guys. All right. I saw that you call me here to participate in the live class. So today I didn't receive any participation because was a class to have this conversation with you, to show you possibilities that you have to earn more money, possibilities that you have with Portuguese. Okay, so it was not a class to have different participations, but later in another day we can do a class for you to have to participate and for us to interact. Okay, it was not the goal of this class. The goal was only to show the possibilities you have with Portuguese, you have today in your country, in the business you wanna have or you have already, in the company you work, and possibilities you have in Brazil and in your country, in your job, in the reality you are today, to earn more money using Portuguese, okay? Using this ability that you have to be a bilingual professional, okay? And if you are not yet a bilingual professional, if you're not yet, if you don't feel comfortable to speak Portuguese, if you're just starting your studies, don't give up, continue with that, because it will be a great investment for you, a personal investment, an investment in your bem-estar, how we say in Portuguese, I forget how to say that in English. So well-care, I think it's well-care, well-health. So as you feel, guys, as you feel when you feel good, so it's like that. So it's an investment that you can do for you, okay, for you to, in your trips, in your loisirs, of course, but also it's a professional opportunity, it's a professional investment, an investment in your career, okay? Do you have questions? Well-being, yeah, that's exactly the word. Thank you so much. I every time forget this word. So it's well-being, yeah, that's it. Bem-estar, as we say in Portuguese, bem-estar. Okay, it's almost the exact translation. So it was, today was a class for you to show these opportunities. I really would like to show you all the opportunities we have with Portuguese. And it was the first warm-up class before we start our course, our free course. I will do a free course, guys. It will start on next Monday, December 7th. So I did this class today for you to have more information about what is Brazil, what opportunities I have with Portuguese, should I participate in the free course or not. So if you wanna start learning Portuguese, if you are already a Portuguese student, and if you wanna have the basis you need to pronounce well in Portuguese and to understand when a Brazilian talks to you, so participate in the free course. Okay, it will be a 4-day course. So we are gonna have 4 days of classes with challenges every day, with exercises for you of pronunciation, of comprehension, and it will be really the base that you need to continue studying or to start studying in the right way. Okay, so if you want to participate in this free course, you need to subscribe. The classes will not be here. Here is only the warm-up classes. The classes I will do with extra content not related to pronunciation. The course about pronunciation will be on YouTube. So for you to receive the link, to access the link, you need to subscribe. So join the link in my bio profile, put your email, and you will be subscribed to receive the content for this free course that will start soon. Okay? So thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching. It was really nice, your questions and your participation and everything you told me here. So as I told you, next time I can do a class to interact with you, to have your participation, okay? Not today, but in another opportunity, of course. And thank you so much again. I hope to see you soon, and I hope to see you in the course, okay? So, beijo, bye-bye.